Good morning and welcome to the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series presented by Smash It Sports. You are looking live at Howard Field at the Laurel Sportsplex in beautiful Laurel, Mississippi, as we bring you Game 9 of Division II Ozone Bracket Play. My name is Christian Hoffman, and I'm bringing you the action throughout this weekend's Ozone Bracket. This morning, we'll kick things off with a winner's bracket matchup between Schley County, Georgia and of bracket play. Schley County, Georgia took care of business with a 15-1 victory over Kentwood, Louisiana, while Shelbyville, Texas rallied late to pin a 13-3 run rule loss on Lawrence County, Mississippi. Texas will be the home team in this one, with the winner advancing to this afternoon's 4:45 p.m. showdown with the Decatur County, Tennessee team that we saw at the adjacent field. That looks ready to go. Let's meet today's starting lineups, brought to you by Lando. Starting with the visitors from Schley County, Georgia. Leading off and playing second base is Braxton Gordon. He's followed by the first baseman, Kevin Jacobs, and the catcher, Flint Melton. Batting cleanup is the shortstop, Jack Duff. Batting in the 5 spot is the starting pitcher today, Camden Hughes. Batting 6th and manning the hot corner is Charlie Calhoun. Batting 7th is the left fielder, Gage McCorkle. Batting 8th in playing right field is Jake Leitner, followed by Hudson Britt, Jace Rogers, and Connor Manucci. And manning the 12 spot and playing assisted by Lee Hughes and Will Gordon. And now the starting lineup for Shelbyville. Leading off, and the starting pitcher is Jace McDonald. Batting second, the second baseman, Judson Wallace. And batting third is the shortstop, Elijah Eves. Batting in the cleanup spot once again is the catcher, Steele Lambert, followed by the center fielder, Mason Blackshear, the right fielder, Cross Campbell, and the third baseman, Levi McDonald. Batting in the 8th spot is Jeremiah Brinson at first base. Batting 9th is Jace Gillespie. Batting in the 10th spot is the left fielder, Jakiri Buckley. Rounding out the lineup is Jason Bradshaw and Rhett Parks. Texas is being coached by Greg McDonald. He's assisted by Coach. Look, powder blue tops with white pants, and first pitch in for strike. That's Jace McDonald pitching to Braxton Gordon. The 0-1. This is inside, 1-1 the count. Another hot one here in Laurel, Mississippi. That one catches the outside corner, 1-2. This one comes up and in. 2-2 the count now to Gordon. Texas playing straight away. Slight breeze from left to right with our state flags. Got a ground ball right back to McDonald on the mound. He flips over to first base. And an easy 1-3 put out to start things off in this one. So, as I mentioned, a winner's bracket game here today. 4 games going here on Howard Field today on the DYB network. First pitch over for a strike. Left-handed hitting Kevin Jacobs to the plate, plays first base. Winning pitcher in yesterday's contest. This one is roped into right field and down in front of Leitner. Throws a strike into first base, but not in time, so a base knock for Kevin Jacobs with 1 out. Flint Melton now, the backstop for this Georgia squad. Georgia put up 14 in their pool play as we get a throwback over. 14-7 winner over Lawrence County, Mississippi in pool play, and then hung 16 yesterday on Louisiana. This one's up top for ball one. Another throw over. Paying a lot of attention to Jacobs over there. Runner goes, ball inside, throw not in time. Move him up into scoring position. Now Melton's got something to work with. Earlier games today, Hartford, Alabama eliminated 4-2, I believe was the score, against Pendleton, South Carolina, so they advance to play a game later today. On our other field, see the ball upstairs. Decatur County, Tennessee holds off Seminary, Mississippi, so Decatur will move on to that later game that we'll get them later this afternoon. Ball outside, that's a walk. Runner was going. We'll just go straight to second base on that, so two in scoring position on the walk. So one man down and a cleanup hitter. Jack Duff steps to the plate. So Braxton Gordon's going to be the courtesy runner in for Melton to be able to get the gear on to prepare for the bottom half. Duff starting shortstop, first pitch swinging, chops one, just foul, we're going to say. Duff drove in 3 in yesterday's 16-1 win, went 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Comes up in a big spot here, trying to give Georgia an early lead. Ball upstairs. One. This one skied out towards center field. Blackshear has it, throws in, not in time, run scores. So give Duff the sac fly out to the center fielder. First run of the ball game comes across. Now 1-0 with 2 outs and the number 5 hitter due up. Camden Hughes digs in now from the left side. Runner at second is Melton. Walked earlier. First pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Delayed steal to move him over to third base for Melton. Let's see if Hughes can get him in. This one's upstairs, 2-0. Now to the 5 hitter. Now this one's low, 3-0. Got to be careful here. Each of these teams put up a bunch of runs yesterday. They square off and see who's got the better pitching at this point in the tournament. 3-0 is laced just foul down the right field line. So the winner of this one will advance to the 4:45 game tonight, taking on a Decatur, Tennessee team. Looks very solid. This one is skied straight up and back our way into the netting. So full count. Jace McDonald on the mound, comes set. This one misses away. Georgia's got runners on the corners now, and Charlie Calhoun stepping in.
Now batting for Georgia, number 10, Charlie Calhoun.
Calhoun hits sixth, plays third base. Runner goes, pitches inside. So 1-0 the count and 2 on in scoring position. Have another courtesy runner there as Hughes is today's starting pitcher. Duff, who was retired on the sac fly a moment ago, comes out to run. Now the right center field, who's got a read it. Campbell does. Nice play down to his knees to get out of. First pitch swinging. We've spent. That one misses low, 1-2. 2-1, I'm sorry. First pitch must have been a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three 1 now to Leitner. Dropped down a bunt single back in the second inning. That one's over, so full count to the leadoff man. Excuse me, swing as he was stepping out, goes foul. Another full count offering from Eves. This one is skied to center field. In a few steps is Blackshear, and he'll make the catch. 1 away. Hudson Britt now due up. Ended up reaching on a fielder's choice and left stranded in the second.
Stepping to the plate for Georgia will be number 31, Hudson Britt.
Swung on and missed, strike 1. This one's hit on a line. Diving Wallace can't come up with it, so a base knock with 1 out for Hudson Britt. Good effort there by Wallace, but just a little too far away. Jace Rogers steps in. Jace Rogers, for some reason, known as the Muffin Man to his teammates. Like to get the rest of that story here maybe later in the bracket. Rising 8th grader at Schley County. Misses upstairs for ball 1. Favorite baseball memory for Jace is winning the World Series and hitting his first home run. Strike low in the zone. We put on here what the future career plans are for the different players, and this is a ground ball to second base. We'll have to get into that next at bat. Fielder's choice as Wallace flips it over to McDonald to get the lead runner. So Britt retired. And Rogers reaches on the fielder's choice.
Number 25, Connor Manucci.
So Rogers on at first, and Manucci steps in. Manucci was hit by a pitch in the last plate appearance. As you would expect for these Georgia players, most of them, their favorite MLB team would be the Atlanta Braves, as was mine growing up in Virginia, home of the Richmond Braves, AAA affiliate for so long. He'll glove that in fair territory, does Brinson, and step on the base. So nothing comes of the one-out hit for Britt in the fourth inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Georgia leads this one by 2. A score of 3-1, looking to survive in the winner's bracket and taking on Decatur County, Tennessee later this afternoon. Today's game, once again, being brought to you by Land of Frost, a family-owned business that's been making great-tasting lunch meat for over 60 years. Find their brands in supermarkets nationwide. Check them out at landoffrost.com. Somebody might want to check on our shortstop there. All right, he was laying down flat. Looks okay. We're just going to let Hughes roll, apparently, here for the Georgia coaching staff. 11, 12, and 1 due up here for Shelbyville, Texas in the fourth inning. So Manucci comes into the game. Over in right field, McCorkle back to where he started in left. And Duff will move over to the hot corner after starting the game at shortstop. So Bradshaw, Parks, and McDonald due up here as Hughes continues. He's at 46 pitches. Here as we go to the fourth. Texas down 2, looking to rally. Hughes deals. First pitch swinging as Bradshaw comes up empty. Bradshaw, rising 7th grader at Shelbyville Junior High. His favorite baseball memory is winning 2 state titles. Lifts a pop fly over to the first baseman. And Jacobs comes on and makes the play for out number 1. Rhett Parks steps in for his first at-bat of the day.
Stepping in the box for Texas, number 4, Rhett Parks.
Georgia nearly bat around twice now before Texas can do it once. Georgia just keeps leaving runners on. Squares to bunt, pulls back, it's a ball. This one fouled off. Ball upstairs. Another ball. That is 6 in a row set down by Hughes, the bottom half of the order. Squares to bunt, pulls back, but a strike. Confusion there on the part of Parks. Full count pitch upcoming. Strike 3. Caught looking on the outside corner. Well, that's 12 hitters faced so far for our pitcher Hughes.
Back to the top of the Texas lineup for number 0, Chase McDonald.
All he's allowed so far is 2 walks, and he hit a batter. So 7 in a row set down. Now McDonald drew that leadoff walk in the first, and he's back up. Takes a fastball high for ball 1. That one just misses. 2-0. Misses high again. 3-0. Hughes has some issues here with McDonald. I want to say it was a 4-pitch walk first time that he faced him. That one misses high, ball 4. So Wallace steps in, the second baseman. Wallace scored the only run of the day so far here for Texas.
Now batting for Texas, number 2, Judson Wallace.
Wallace manufactured that run, reaching on a fielder's choice. Moving over on a stolen base and a wild pitch before trying to steal home. And a balk brought him in. Another throw over to first. Back safely. So Wallace in bracket play here, 1 for 4 on the tournament. And it's a ground ball. Second baseman was running over to second, goes back over and cannot make the play in time. Error going to go on the second baseman for not being able to come up with that one. So we got a rally going here for Texas. Two outs. And Hughes getting a quick visit from the Georgia coaching staff. All right, so the number 3 hitter is Elijah Eves. He's the pitcher currently in the contest here for Texas. Eves struck out swinging in his first at-bat after going 2 for 3 with a couple of ribbies yesterday. So a big spot for the number 3 hitter. McDonald at second, Wallace at first. 2 outs, ball outside. .60 pitches now for Hughes, as he's gone the distance in this one so far for the visitors. This one's going to stay on, a easy grounder for Jacobs, and that will get Georgia off the field and out of the inning. So no runs come across. There were no hits. There was 1 error and 2 men left. As we go to the top of the 5th inning, Georgia leads 3-1. You're watching 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series action presented by Smash It Sports.
Usually got a little cup holder with his umbrella. It's in the bag. It's right in the collar. Zippered in.
That is correct, sir.
12-1-2 due up here in the top of the fifth inning for the Georgia team that enjoys a 3-1 lead here, looking to advance to a 4:45 matchup here, back here on this field, back here on the DYB network. So Trace Turknett, Braxton Gordon, and Kevin Jacobs due up here for the visitors. Eves still on the mound. He throws one over the head of Turknett, who lined out to the third baseman to wrap things up back in the second inning. 8 left on base here for Georgia to this point. And that one's over, 1-1 the count. This one's put into play. And the leadoff man aboard for Georgia once again.
Stepping to the plate for Georgia will be number 13, Braxton Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, 1-3.
Gordon is the leadoff man. 0 for 1, reached on a walk. And was caught stealing in a pickle. Speaking of them, Turknett wanders maybe a little bit too far off, but able to get back in time. Quick throw over, and he's back safely. Bunt out in front of the mound. Eves able to regroup and make the play. A throw gets away. Brinson airmails it. We're going to have a play at home plate. No, we won't. Run scores on the throw to make it a 4-1 contest for Georgia. The bunt game puts pressure on your opponent. And it works out well there for Georgia.
Next up for Georgia, number 11, Kevin Jacobs.
And that one will drop. First pitch swinging there for Jacobs. Georgia applying pressure here in the fifth. Flint Melton now, the backstop, steps in.
Now batting for Georgia, number 53, Flint Melton.
Melton had the RBI triple last time up. And this one is hit out to shallow center field. Blackshear's got it. He's going to throw to first, but not in time. Looks like the ball might have caught Jacobs in the foot or ankle or something. Shin, somewhere down in there. But the out recorded. Second out of the inning with a man on first. Jack Duff, the cleanup man, getting ready to step in. So 4-1 the lead. Georgia able to tack on one here in this inning at least.
Jack Duff.
First pitch is hit pretty well out to left field. I believe that's 3 outs. So quick trying to get in. So Buckley able to track it down and record that last out. So 1 run comes across in a quick inning. It comes on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left. So a 4-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Georgia on top. Diamond Youth Baseball is an all-volunteer youth baseball program. There are no paid officials in DYB from the national level down through the district level. All of our officials serve out of love for their communities and their children that participate in our program. Join us by volunteering in your local league and help our children become the leaders of tomorrow. Make plays at any position with Wilson A2K and A2000 baseball gloves, designed with long-lasting Pro Stock leather and trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. Visit wilson.com to learn more and to find your next favorite glove. Well, it looks like Hughes' day is done on the mound as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. So 4 innings pitched for Hughes. Four strikeouts for Hughes on the day. 3 walks. There were no hits surrendered by our starting pitcher, and just the 1 run.
Now on the mound for Georgia, number 21, Jack Duff.
So some defensive changes here as Duff moves to the mound. So Lambritt will lead this one off. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the homestanding Texas team, who finds themselves trailing by 3 in this one. Potential save opportunity upcoming for Duff.
Leading off for Texas, number 12, Steele Lambritt.
Lambritt reached on a walk back in the 1st inning. Was caught stealing, trying to steal home. Ball upstairs. This one's hammered foul onto our adjacent field. That's called the H2O field over there. This one is a chopper right back to the mound. Duff will take it himself. Flips over to Jacobs. And the first out recorded.
Now in for Texas, number 34, Mason Blackshear.
Mason Blackshear was hit by a pitch and then caught stealing back in the 2nd. Called strike over the inside corner. Blackshear thought it was a little bit too far inside.
Wow.
The 0-1 is fouled back to the screen. Duff quickly ahead 0-2. Got him swinging, drop 3rd, throw down to 1st in time. So Blackshear's retired. Cross Campbell, the next man up, will take his turn, trying to figure out this Georgia pitching staff.
2 outs. Now batting number 22, Cross Campbell.
First pitch is low to Campbell, who struck out looking back in the 2nd. Duff working quickly. Ball down and away, 2-0. It's a little tapper that will roll foul. So 2 teams eliminated here already. this morning. Kentwood, Louisiana, and Hartford, Alabama. Called strike on the outside corner, and Duff has it rolling. Two balls, two strikes, two outs, and he got him on the bender. So 3 up, 3 down. Go Texas in the 5th. Georgia back to the bat, up 3 as we go to the top of the 6th. You're watching 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series action presented by Smash It Sports.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smash It Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Top of the 6th inning, Georgia's up by 3, 4-1. Eves still on the mound for this Texas squad. Due up here for the visitors. We've got 5, 6, and 7. Camden Hughes, who pitched 4 innings and gave up only the 1 run. He'll lead things off after going 1 for 1 so far with a walk and a single. Reaches out and pokes one over, an easy line drive for McDonald over at short, and Hughes retired on the L6. Charlie Calhoun now will step in, 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch, the only way that he's reached today. Calhoun's manned third base throughout the day in this one. Called strike as Eves gets ahead. Misses low, 1-1 the count. That's a chopper that's going to stay fair over at third. Cross is retired. Calhoun, is retired on a 5-3. So 2 up, 2 down. And McCorkle steps in. Take another look at that one. As Levi McDonald comes across, throws a strike to Brinson across. 1-0 the count now to McCorkle. McCorkle retired on the 6-4-3 double play. Last time up, 1-1 the count. .40 pitches exactly, and that'll be Eves' day. Looks like Bradshaw, number 8, is our new pitcher out there on the mound.
Now batting, number 9, Martin Rogers.
So 3 2/3 innings thrown by Eves in this one.
Number 8, Jason Bradshaw.
Eves gives up the 3 runs.
Oh, they were saying the same stuff about Tennessee, the Colette and stuff like that. And when I was sitting over there talking with Daddy, they were COVID or whatever.
All right, so the count 1-1 as Bradshaw comes in against McCorkle, the left fielder. So center fielder over toward left a few steps. Right fielder playing pretty straight away. Big gap out in right center. Doesn't matter. This is going to be a 2-hopper to McDonald. Once again across to Brinson. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's all Bradshaw needed to get through. So now we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Texas needs 3 to tie and 4 to win here to avoid having to drop down into the losers bracket. So again, the winner of this one plays at 4:45 here on this same field, here on this same network. The loser of this one will drop down. We'll have that game as well here on this field, but it's a 3 o'clock game taking on Rustburg, Virginia. This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Smash It Sports, the online pro shop with the largest selection of baseball and softball gear at the guaranteed lowest prices. Shop top brands, get free shipping on most orders, and find everything you need to play your best. Visit smashitsports.com.
Spencer can start the next one. I'll grab a sandwich.
We'll save the gap, okay? We'll save the gap that way.
All right, so Duff on for his 2nd inning of work.
You think the transmitter battery's going to...
He will face Campbell, McDonald, and Brinson in this one. Cross Campbell, I believe. No, McDonald. I'm sorry, McDonald. Levi McDonald steps in.
In the box for Texas, number 1, Levi McDonald.
McDonald awaits. Called strike on the outside corner. So again, so far for Texas, not many batters have reached. That one is a called strike 3 for McDonald. As Jeremiah Brinson steps in.
Now batting for Texas, number 5, Jeremiah Brinson.
We've had 2 walks, an error, 3 walks, an error, and a hit batsman. That's been the only way anyone's reached in this one. And that's going to be the first base hit of the contest. So Brinson reaches. On the ground ball hit by the 3rd baseman. And we've got our first hit of the ball game for Texas. So Texas needs to keep putting runners on. In this one, down 3 in the 6th. Brinson, a short lead at first. Ball in the dirt for ball 1. Outside corner for strike 1. So 1-1 to Gillespie. Gillespie grounded out to first base in his last at bat. That one's hit foul. 1-2. Got him chasing on that one. Down on strikes. So now 2 men down. As Duff gets the second strikeout here of the inning. And it comes down to Jakiri Buckley.
Number 7, Jakiri Buckley.
Buckley struck out swinging back to end the 3rd inning. Now he's trying to get on to extend this contest here. Ball outside. Neither of these teams have lost a contest here yet. Both victorious in pool play. Let's take another look. That last one. Swung through it. That one misses low. 2-0 now to Buckley. Three and 0 now. Georgia coaches just looking for strikes at this point. There's one. 3-1 now, the count to Buckley, the left fielder. Called strike. All right, full count with 2 outs. Buckley asked for time quickly and gets it. Buckley yesterday 1 for 2. Single and a ground out. 3-2. Got him. Came up and in. And that brings the tying run to the plate in the person of Jason Bradshaw, the pitcher into the contest for Texas. So runner at second is Brinson, who got the first hit of the contest for Texas just moments ago. Bradshaw steps in after going 0 for 1 with a sac bunt yesterday. Bradshaw popped out to the first baseman in his last at-bat today and watches strike 1 go by. The 0-1. Did it again, 0-2. Duff stares in. Finds one he likes. The 0-2. Went chasing. And that's your ball game. 4-1. Georgia hangs on as the visiting team to advance to a 4:45 winners bracket game against Decatur County, Tennessee later this afternoon. All these times are Central Time, while Shelbyville, Texas will fall down into the losers bracket. Watching replay there.
Coaches, please come sign your pitching affidavits. Thank you.
All right. Let's replay that last strike. Went chasing. He did. So Bradshaw down on strikes to end this one. And Georgia survives in the winner's bracket to take on Decatur County once again, while Shelbyville, Texas falls down to the 3 o'clock game that we'll have here on the network. Taking on Rustburg, Virginia. Let's check out the USA Baseball play of the game. How about a straight steal of home? Said he was out, but as it turns out, it was a balk. So they score the run, That was the first run of the contest for Texas when they were down 1-0. And then they were able to tack on a few along the way to score the win. So the win goes to Hughes. Been pitching 4 innings. Duff comes in and picks up the 2-inning save, allowing just the 1 hit and no runs. So that'll do it for us. We'll be back here shortly for the next contest here on this field. That's going to be between Avon Park, Florida, and Anson County, North Carolina. We're a little behind schedule, so not sure exactly when you can come join us for that one. But I would say within the next half hour to 45 minutes, we'll be back on air for Florida and North Carolina. So thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back with you soon. You're watching 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series action presented by Smash It Sports.